3 floors up. Well, thank goodness I live in a house. G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again today. And today I'm going to be reviewing 3 Floors Up by Paul White. Hey, if this is your first trip to the Diaries, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. And if you want some help in choosing the best horror books and movies from Hollywood and the world of indie, then hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. You'll always be up to date. Okay, Darkrealmers. Now, you may recall that I've mentioned previously Electric Eclectic books or novelettes, and they're basically short reads for readers to check out new authors without the expense of buying a full-length novel that they might not enjoy, or they just might not enjoy the author's style. And Paul White is actually the founder of Electric Eclectic, and not only is he a founder, he is a fantastic author. Now, I'd previously read one of Paul's Electric Eclectic novelettes called The Orb, which was just fantastic and totally different from this one, Darkrealmers. The Orb was a sort of urban fantasy mystery, you know, like one of those unique items that has magical properties and the baddies are after it. Just great stuff. But 3 Floors Up was absolutely terrifying. Okay, now it's a lot for a book to make me and sort of, you know, cringe as a horror writer. Okay, it takes a lot to impress a horror writer, and I was thoroughly impressed with this. Now, as the name suggests, 3 Floors Up is set in an apartment or flat, and it's told in the first person perspective. And Paul gives us a wonderful, very descriptive analysis of this apartment. It's seedy, it's run down, you know, and you get this sense of dirtiness and decrepitness all around. And the main character, who's never named, just sits by the window looking outside at the world, and that's sort of creepy. And because it's told in first person, we get to see what this person sees as life passes him by, and, you know, his take on things. And straight away we know this character isn't normal. He's very much unbalanced, okay? And the story revolves around a drunken woman while it's outside and it's snowing, and she's totally drunk and she collapses in the snow unconscious, and this character takes her upstairs and, you know, basically saves her life. But, you know, his motivations, while they're justified in his mind, are totally creepy, and it will have you creeped out, Darkrealmers, really and truly, because Paul builds it up into you know, like one of those staircases that gradually take you up and ratchets up the intensity of the creepiness and the horror, and it's just a wonderful, it's a really quick read, Darkrealmers. It's only 3, if memory serves me right, chapters, 3 or 4, and you can finish it in an hour, half an hour, hour and a half, depending on your reading speed. And it's one of the amazing works from Electric Eclectic authors. Now, if you like psychological horror, as I do, as you've heard me say time and time again, Darkrealmers, the creepiest monsters are the human monsters. You will love this. Now, I've left a link for you down below where you can go to the Electric Eclectic website and check out all the wonderful authors such as Karen J. Mossman, C.A. Keith, Elizabeth Noreen Newton, Jack Kriegas, a whole bunch. There's a genre to suit everyone, believe me. And it's just a wonderful way for you as readers to find a new author and experience stories that are quick reads that you can finish on the bus or the train. and you know, just expand your reading experiences. There's also the Electric Eclectic app, which you can get in the Google Store and the iStore or the Apple Store. I never can remember which it's actually called. But that's fantastic because you can browse through all the authors and read their bios, and you can also see their books, and it'll take you to the site where you can buy the books. Now, the books are only $1.50 US or £1 British, or $1 Canadian, depending on your currency. So it's cheaper than a cup of coffee, and you're getting some brilliant works that are absolutely fantastic. I know I go on about it, and forgive me, it's not meant to be a spam or a, you know, because this isn't sponsored by Electric Eclectic. I'm just very, very proud to be one of the Electric Eclectic authors. So that's why I highly recommend them to you. Now, as I said, if you're after a great psychological creep, because I can't tell you, because it's such a short story, Darkrealmers, if I give it too much away, it won't be worth reading. And I really encourage you to read this by Paul White, okay? So that's my review of 3 Floors Up. Absolutely terrifying, creepy, atmospheric, and Paul is a brilliant writer when it comes to building up that sense of where we are and you know, the environment that we're in. Very, very good. Okay, Darkrealmers, well, that's it for my review of 3 Floors Up by Paul White. And as I always say, if you live in an apartment and you're going to read something like this, make sure you sort of leave the lights on, just in case there's someone 3 floors up. Bye for now.